So, hello, Miranti. Good to see you after a while. And thank you so much for coming on this call. It's a pleasure to see you. It's been, I think, a few months since we've last met each other. And
Yes, Jelena, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
I am really indeed very hot summer in Europe. And at the moment, you are in Dubai.
Dubai, yes, I just landed a few days ago from Singapore and now I'm in Dubai. I have just started my new role here.
Amazing. Congratulations. Wow,
Thank
this
you,
this
thank
is
you.
so good to hear. And I'd like to, ask you a few questions so you can share a little bit about your experience because it will be
Sure,
very inspirational and helpful to other people on a
of
similar
course,
journey.
of course. Happy to share. Yeah.
So just to set the scene, I want to say that you were one of the participants on my Career Accelerator group program,
True.
which we
Yes.
ran this year. And
Actually, I started last year, November, if I'm not wrong.
oh, yes, correct. November. Yes. Okay. I've had a couple more groups since. So,
Yes. Uh-huh.
but you struck me as someone who really takes action and you were proactive very much, which
Mm-hmm.
eventually, yielded a great result for you. So,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to tell us just a few sentences like where were you and then
Mm-hmm.
what were you looking for? And then we'll go into how it all happened.
Okay, sure. So until June this year, I was working in one of financial service. You can say broker dealer in Singapore. My role was prime brokerage sales. I've been in Singapore for 13 years. I'm Indonesian originally, but been in Singapore for 13 years. And actually, from last year, I always felt that maybe it's time for me to start something new. I felt that in Singapore, I mean, in the industry I was in, I already know almost everyone and everything. And some of my clients, I saw that they are setting up a branch or a unit in Middle East, especially in UAE.
Mhm.
Because looking at the financial climate right now, only a few places left in this world that has growth, and one of them is Dubai.
True.
Another one you can say is India for Asia.
Mhm.
China already slowed down for a few years now, and we don't know when they will recover. And Singapore also rely a lot from Chinese money flows, and because China slowed down, it also felt the impact was also felt in Singapore. So I had the idea from last year, but I thought it would only happen maybe next year, 2025, 26. And then because I was an alumni of NUS MBA, and NUS MBA was also part of Alumni Network, I can mention this, right? So I
Of course.
saw on my email that Alumni has a session with you. Mario, right? Mario
Yeah.
back then invited everyone at Alumni Network to join. Back then it was an introductory call about your career coaching program, right? So
Yeah.
I dial into your intro call back then. I think it was October or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, and then it struck on me. I mean, as a mid career professional. So last year was my 15th year post my graduation
Mhm.
from bachelor degree. So I thought that, yeah, 15 years is really a long time. I had a coaching back then when I was still at the university. I mean, in NTU and US in Singapore, but it was a shorter version, not really
Mhm.
long enough or more structured. So I thought maybe this time I need to take action of my own career. I mean, at the end, I think one message that I can say that you are your own career owner. I mean, nobody will rescue
Absolutely.
you. You have to, if you want something, I mean, again, I mean, you can ask people's help, but you need to know what you want and then which steps to take. I think people will also help you, but the one who knows what you want and where you are going is yourself. So I
Absolutely.
think that's the first thing that, as
Brilliant.
someone, whether in the earlier career, mid career, late career, whatever, is to know what you want. And it's normal after a while to recalibrate your career direction. So that's why I took the leap, I took action and joined your group coaching in November, starting November
True.
last
Fantastic.
last
And it
year.
was a
Yes.
pleasure to have you there. It was a
Thank
small,
you. Thank you.
supportive group. And
Yes.
as you know, we did a lot of different exercises. We moved
Mm-hmm.
through several phases.
Yes.
What was maybe the one or two things that you can point out that
Mm-hmm.
specifically helped you on your journey?
Mm-hmm. the one part that I liked the most was was it career metrics, where you need
Yes.
to give a weightage to your dream role. I mean, if you know what's your dream role, that's good. But even though you don't know, you can put down the aspects there and the weightage. And the weightage, of course, must total up to 100%. Maybe this exercise teach someone that you cannot have everything. I mean, you can have everything, but then the weightage will be like 5%, 5% each, right? You cannot have too many things in one role. I mean,
Yeah.
even though you know the concept of ikigai, I think most
Yeah.
people know about it, your reason
Mhm.
of being, but not everyone in this earth is privileged to do their ikigai, right? Of course, a celebrity singer, maybe that's their ikigai, but most people maybe can
Mhm.
only do the role that fulfills three out of the four aspect, or maybe two or something like that. But really put weightage on what matters to you the most really gives you
Mhm.
clarity. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, of course, it's nice to have everything, but if you have to be realistic a bit, I think you need to know what are importance for you. So,
Absolutely. The
oh yeah,
non-negotiables, the things that
yes,
you
the
don't want to
non-negotiables.
compromise.
I agree on that. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Now, the super interesting thing as well, Miranti, is that you
yeah.
wanted to relocate.
Mm-hmm.
And geographical relocations and transitions are not easy, even if
Yes.
you already have a job waiting for you,
Mm-hmm.
let alone if you are venturing into that by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you already had an idea of wanting to go to Dubai or
Yes.
Abu Dhabi,
Mm-hmm.
generally Middle East. So how did you go about that, and how did your transition happen?
Mm-hmm. So again, I've been relocating twice in my whole career journey. The first one was 2012 from Jakarta to Singapore. I was working 4 years in Jakarta back then. And second one is this year. I've been working in Singapore for almost 13 years and then relocate to Dubai. I think the similarities or the red lines between among these two relocations were the first one, it was for this exactly same role but different organizations. Maybe that's easier. At least you know what you're doing and they expect you to hit the ground and running in the new place,
Mhm.
right, in the new country. Number two, both were facilitated by headhunters. I know people who got the job somewhere by applying online, but I think the more senior you are, I think you need to work on a headhunter. And I think they know especially when you venture out to new country, the headhunters who've been there, they know the people who they know who are the decision makers, the C levels,
Mhm.
and sometimes even the owner of the company. So I think the more senior you are, I think it's better for you to work with the headhunters. Yes.
Fantastic. And
Mm.
how did you get through to that headhunter? Because if you're moving to a new geography, even finding the right headhunters in a completely
Yes.
country is difficult. So
Yeah.
how was your journey to that?
Yeah. Again, I think I need to thank LinkedIn a lot on this. Even my first relocation from Jakarta to Singapore, I was approached by a headhunter. Back then, a Singapore-based headhunter added me and reached out to me on LinkedIn and then said like, we are looking for someone with your profile, right? Indonesian salesperson to cover Indonesia market. Even this year, uh, I mean, but this year I think it was the other way around. But again, there's some kind of divine intervention for my second relocation. Someone added me again on LinkedIn, but this time it's not a headhunter. It's someone who's been working long enough in this country, even though it's in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai.
Mhm.
Actually, he reached out to me for some business inquiries with my
Mhm.
previous role, with my previous bank. I mean, the previous company. After I forwarded his email to my colleagues who's in charge of that inquiry.
Mhm.
On personal note, I asked him, since you've been there for long, I've been wanting to relocate. Do you know anyone who's hiring? And then he introduced me to this headhunter who's based here.
Amazing.
And it's just happened. And the headhunter also only sent my resume to one company because he knows that they're hiring for the exact same role. Basically, he also told me that he just tried his luck and he didn't even send to the second or the third companies. So again, it's unadvertised job role, actually.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
again, maybe
This is
also
so good.
spirituality manifestations
Oh
and things.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. It's your belief, you know.
Yes.
And I think you're very strong in how
Mhm.
proactive you are. Also, you have a lot of positive energy, and that's
Yeah,
also appreciated by people, and that opens doors and that belief as well. So
I
you,
agree on
you
that.
are very proactive in many
Mhm.
instances, you know, even asking that person in your network, which is so important to let go of any
Mhm.
preconceived barriers and
Yes.
talk to people. And then one
Mhm.
thing leads to another. But then
Mhm.
you were further proactive, you told me, because you actually tell us a little bit about the interview experience
Mm.
and what you
Okay.
did.
Okay, so one funny fact was that actually the first time I landed in Dubai was for my final interview, which was in end of May. So during the first and second interview, it was done through Teams or Zooms. My hiring manager was based in London, and then during the second interview, he asked, "So you want a job in Dubai? What do you like about the city? Have you been there?" I said, "No, not yet." They laugh. Then after that. After they arranged me for the final interview with the group CEO in Dubai, I said, you know what? You're right. I think at this stage, if someone wants to relocate, especially, I mean, at this age, I'm not young but not old. But anyway, I mean, for any kind of a move, especially different country, I think it's good to see the country and the place first. I mean, you can see movies or whatever or YouTube, but it's different when you are there, right? So I said, why don't I go take leave and then go there and see the CEO myself? I mean, I fly my own. I mean, then they say, okay, happy to see you. And
Amazing.
that's what I did. I flew there. I took leave. I flew there. Again, part of manifestation is part of is to detach, right? So like, I told myself, if I get the job, that's good. But if not, so next time when I do interview again, someone asks me, what do you I like about Dubai or UAE? I can point out a few things, right? Oh, I like
Exactly.
whatever this. So I came there on a holiday purpose, to be honest. And I got the job. They gave me verbal offer in just a few days after my interview.
Amazing.
Yes.
Fantastic. You
Mm.
did so well. And I'm so
Thank you,
happy for you
Jelena. Thank you, Jelena.
and
Yeah.
so proud of you because you really, you know, took the chance and you did your best. And I think what you said in terms of letting go of expectations
Yes.
doesn't mean that you don't care. You still care.
Yes.
You still do your best.
Yes.
Then, you know, you let it be. And
Yes. I
because
think
sometimes if you let
I
go
like
too
this
much,
phrase.
it can be
I
resistant.
like this phrase, Jelena. Let go and let God
Oh
be
yeah,
God. Yes.
absolutely.
Let go and
Absolutely.
let God. Yeah.
Exactly. So we allow things to happen as
Yes.
well after we've done our best.
Yes. Of
That's
course.
absolutely brilliant. So
Mhm.
lovely to hear your story. Is there anything
Thank you,
else that you'd
Jelena.
like to share before we
I
close?
would like to thank Jelena also for this program. I think I got more than I imagined. I thought remember there was a time in April when you said after we polish our resume, right, with Milo, and
Yes.
then you asked us in my group, of course, in the chat, in the I mean in our call, said like, so anyone send job applications last week or the past 2 weeks? Then I
Yeah.
said no. Then you asked me why. I said, because I only want to move next year. I said, like, but why you never said, so it was so funny. But then after that, because something happened in my work, the next month, I think it was end of April, something like that. And I told you, right, okay, I've been sending resumes to these companies. But back then I only sent to the roles in Singapore.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think again it's divine intervention because I only applied for this role through a headhunter. Of course, after a while I also tried to apply online, but seems
Hmm.
this channel works for me. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, great
Mhm.
journey. And to summarize the points, obviously know what
Mhm.
you want.
Yes.
Be very clear on that. Be proactive, but
Mhm.
don't be like completely dependent on the outcome so that you
Mhm.
work yourself into a lot
Yes.
of anxiety. And just keep the positive energy. Work with headhunters and recruiters, particularly for more senior roles and
Yes.
people who
Perform
know
senior role.
the region and could
Mhm.
advise you and could
Mhm.
provide this shortcut to
Yes.
decision
To
makers.
the decision makers. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming on the call. I really,
Thank you
really
so much,
appreciate.
Jelena. I wish you all the best also for your program and for
Thank
someone who
you.
also wants clarity, especially I think for mid and late mid and career mid and late professionals in their career, the investment is really worth it because again at the end people can help you, but only you know what you want and where to go. I mean realistically or ideally, but again you need to take ownership of your own career journey. It's I mean yeah,
Fantastic.
it's
Thank
in
you.
your own hands. It's in your own hands, so I really recommend this
Exactly.
program. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. It was a pleasure
Mhm.
to have you on the program and speak to you.
Likewise,
And
Jelena.
we will keep in touch. I wish you absolutely
Yes,
all the best in the new role and
thank
settling
you.
down.
When
And
you're in town, let me know.
oh, I definitely would.
Yes.
When Dubai comes, I will, you'll be the first to know for sure.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. See you, Jelena. See you soon.
Thank you.